sense of confusion in this town. I was delighted to hear Mr. Donlan say that everybody in Duxbury is against double density, but I'll tell you, I don't think that's entirely true. It wasn't true when I went to the building inspector and said, what's going on here? There's a house being built next to me that looks like there's a main house and a secondary house, which was first labeled on the plans as a guest house, subsequently changed, and has a kitchenette. So in looking in the bylaws, yes, there is this idea of a stove. And I think that bylaw needs to be changed. I recognize that bylaw changes take a long time. I'm looking for a little clarification on the confusion issue. If in fact the people in Duxbury do not support the idea that you only have one dwelling unit, one residence, one family living on a lot, let's vote on it. Let's not have confusion between committees, between building inspectors, between people saying, oh, but that's what we do in this town. Let's just decide, yes, we're going to do it this way, or no, we're not going to do it this way. So that's what my resolution is saying. Do you want to have the opportunity to say, I don't happen to have a big backyard, I happen to have a front yard. So I'd have to build a second house in my front yard if I wanted my aging parent to come and live with me, or my teenage kids to come back, or my, pardon me, post-college kids to come back and live with me. And I don't think that's what people in the town want. But I could be wrong. I was wrong according to a lot of people that I spoke with about what happened on River Lane. The other point is the cheating issue. I think that comes down to the cheating issue. I moved to town in 1991 and I bought a brand new house on Houndsditch Lane. The realtor told me, gee, you can't have a disposal in this town, but it's all wired in there. So as soon as you get your occupancy permit, you can have somebody come and install it right here. And I thought to myself, what kind of town is this? That someone would tell me this when I move into town. If you think there are not illegal apartments out there, I'd suggest that the next time the federal census comes by, you get a job as an enumerator, which I did last spring. I talked to a lot of people and promised them that what I was doing was trying to count the number of people living in that dwelling unit, that housing unit, on April 1st. That I was never going to tell the town anything about who was living there, how many people were living there, or where they were living. And there were a lot of people that didn't want to talk to us because they knew they had illegal apartments. So I think there's a lot of issues here, and I would like to speed up town meeting also. So if we get to this point in the town meeting when my article comes up, and I think that we don't need to discuss it anymore, I'd be glad to pull it off.